My friends, life is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It is about using every moment you already have. Many people think improvement means something big, something magical, something out of reach. But real change comes from small decisions repeated every single day. Today, I want to share with you 10 simple but powerful ways to dramatically improve your life. First, protect your time. Time is the most expensive resource. Money can be earned again, but time never comes back. If you want a better life, stop wasting hours on things that don't matter. Every hour you save for growth is an investment in your future. Second, take responsibility. Many people blame others. The government, their boss, even their family. But blaming will never solve your problem. The day you stop blaming and start asking, what can I do? That is the day your life starts to change. Third, develop a hunger for learning. Read, listen, watch, practice. Don't let your brain sleep. Knowledge will open doors you don't even know exist today. Fourth, surround yourself with the right people. If your circle is negative, your life will shrink. If your circle is ambitious and optimistic, your life will expand. Your environment shapes your destiny. Fifth, take care of your health. No matter how much success you want, if your body collapses, your dreams collapse too. Sleep well, eat smart, move your body. Energy is wealth. Sixth, practice gratitude. You will never improve your life if you only complain about what is missing. Look at what you already have, be thankful, and you will discover you are stronger than you thought. Gratitude makes the heart rich. Seventh, learn to adapt. The world is changing fast. Technology changes, markets change, opportunities change. If you resist, you will break. If you adapt, you will grow. Eighth, take bold risks. Safe paths never create extraordinary lives. If you want dramatic improvement, you must be willing to step into the unknown. Fear is natural, but courage is a choice. Ninth, stay consistent. Improvement doesn't come from doing something once. It comes from doing it again and again, even when you are tired, even when you are bored. Success is built on discipline, not motivation. And finally, 10th, dream bigger. Many people fail not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. Raise your vision. Believe you can do more. Believe you deserve more. My friends, these 10 ways are not theories. They are choices you can make today. Your life will not dramatically improve in one day, but it can dramatically improve every day. Change does not start outside. It starts inside. If you truly want to improve your life, the first thing you must understand is the value of time. Time is not just minutes passing on a clock. It is the most precious currency you have. Every day you wake up with 24 hours, no more, no less. What you do with those hours decides the quality of your life. Many people waste time scrolling endlessly, complaining, gossiping, or indulging in distractions that add no real value. They think tomorrow will give them another chance, but tomorrow is never guaranteed. Every successful person you see today has one common quality. They protect their time like treasure. They choose carefully where to spend it, just like an investor decides where to put money. If you are careless with time, life will be careless with you. When you start respecting your hours will start respecting your dreams. Protecting your time doesn't mean working nonstop. It means choosing wisely what deserves your energy. Instead of saying, I don't have time, start realizing you always had time. You just didn't prioritize. Time management is not about having more hours. It is about controlling how you use the ones you already have. You can either let time control you or you can control it. When you say yes to something, you are automatically saying no to something else, so be very clear about what you allow into your day. If you spend your best hours on television or meaningless chatter, then don't be surprised when success never comes knocking. But if you dedicate your best hours to learning, building, growing, and creating, you will see your life transform. Time is also about discipline. Going to bed on time, waking up early, structuring your day so you are not rushing from one crisis to another. The people who achieve dramatic improvement in life are not those who know some secret formula, but those who refuse to waste their hours on the unimportant. Start small, cut 1 hour of distraction, replace it with something meaningful, and see how powerful that shift feels. If you want more income, more knowledge, better relationships, or better health, the first step is giving time to those areas. Nothing grows without time, and nothing survives if you starve it of your attention. Treat every hour as if it is taking responsibility is the foundation of every real transformation in life. Too often people look for excuses when things go wrong. They point fingers at their parents, their boss, the economy, the system, or even luck. But the truth is, excuses never change reality. When you blame others, you give away your own power to make things better. The moment you say, "It's not my fault," you also say, "It's not in my hands." That mindset keeps people stuck in the same place for years. Real improvement begins the day you decide to own your actions, your choices, and your outcomes. Even when circumstances are unfair, you can choose how you respond. Life is not about waiting for perfect conditions. It is about making progress despite challenges. When you take responsibility, you stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as a creator. You accept that your decisions have consequences and you learn from them instead of running from them. Responsibility also means not relying on others to fix your problems. Nobody is coming to rescue you. You must rescue yourself. This does not mean isolating yourself. It means leading yourself first before expecting anyone else to lead you. Many people dream of a better future, but never accept that it is their responsibility to build it. Improvement comes when you stop saying, "I can't because of them," and start saying, "I can because of me." Taking responsibility gives you control, and control gives you confidence. If you fail, you learn, and if you succeed, you grow. Either way, you are moving forward. Blame, on the other hand, keeps you frozen in the past, repeating the same mistakes again and again. The difference between people who achieve dramatic results and those who don't is not talent or luck. It is responsibility. Successful people are not the ones with the easiest lives, but the ones who say, "I am in charge of what I do next." Once you adopt this attitude, you stop wasting energy on complaints and start investing energy in solutions. Responsibility transforms fear into courage, weakness into strength, and problems into opportunities. It is the turning point where ordinary lives begin to rise toward extraordinary possibilities. Developing a hunger for learning is one of the greatest ways to change the direction of your life. Knowledge is like fuel for the mind. The more you feed it, the farther you can go. Many people stop learning once they finish school or get a job, but that is the biggest mistake. Education is not limited to classrooms, degrees, or certificates. Real education continues every day of your life, in every experience, in every challenge, and in every conversation. The world is changing rapidly, and the only way to keep up is to keep learning. Those who refuse to learn get left behind, while those who stay curious always find a way forward. Curiosity is the spark that turns ordinary days into opportunities for growth. When you read a book, watch an inspiring lecture, practice a new skill, or listen to someone wiser, you are opening doors that you never knew existed. Learning also gives you confidence. When you know more, you make better decisions. When you make better decisions, you create better results. Imagine two people facing the same problem. One has studied, practiced, and trained while the other has not. The first one will find solutions where the other sees only obstacles. That difference is created by learning. It doesn't matter if you are learning technology, leadership, communication, or even how to control your emotions. Every new lesson adds a brick to the foundation of a stronger future. But having a hunger for learning means you don't wait for someone to force you to study. You take initiative. You actively search for wisdom. You ask questions. You stay open to feedback. You don't say, "I already know enough." The moment you believe you know it all, your growth ends. True learners are humble because they understand that no matter how much they learn, there is always more. Another secret about learning is that it multiplies opportunities. The more you know, the more valuable you become to others. Employers, clients, and communities trust people who keep upgrading themselves. Knowledge increases your worth in the marketplace, but more importantly, it increases your worth to yourself. It gives you a sense of progress, of momentum, of moving forward. To dramatically improve your life, build a routine of learning. Replace an hour of useless entertainment with an hour of reading, listening, or practicing something new. Feed your mind like you feed your body. The stronger your mind becomes, the brighter your future will be. The people you surround yourself with have a deeper impact on your life than you often realize. Human beings are influenced by energy, habits, and mindsets of those around them. If you spend most of your time with negative people who constantly complain, doubt, and discourage, soon their words will shape your thoughts, and their limitations will become your limitations. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with ambitious, positive, and forward-thinking individuals, their energy will push you to aim higher, to think bigger, and to take action even when you feel uncertain. The environment you choose is like soil. If the soil is rich, the seed will grow strong. If the soil is poor, even the best seed will struggle. Surrounding yourself with the right people is not about looking for perfection. It is about looking for growth. Choose people who inspire you, challenge you, and remind you of your potential. They might not always agree with you, but they will push you to question your limits and become better than you were yesterday. These people act as mirrors, showing you both your strengths and your weaknesses. The right company holds you accountable and doesn't let you settle for mediocrity. It is also important to understand that not everyone deserves access to your time and energy. Sometimes you need the courage to distance yourself from toxic circles, even if they are familiar or comfortable. Growth often requires walking away from those who hold you back. This does not mean you look down on others. It means you choose wisely who influences your journey. A strong circle doesn't have to be large. Even 2 or 3 supportive people can make a huge difference in your confidence and progress. The right people also open doors to opportunities you could not reach alone. They share ideas, networks, and experiences that expand your vision. They help you see possibilities you might have overlooked. Just as iron sharpens iron, people sharpen each other, and your circle determines whether you stay dull or become sharp. Surrounding yourself with the right people is a decision, and like every decision, it shapes your future. If you want to dramatically improve your life, start by improving your environment, because your environment quietly but powerfully decides the direction of your destiny. Health is the foundation upon which every dream and every achievement rests. You can have the greatest ideas, the strongest determination, and the biggest goals, but without a healthy body, those dreams will remain unfinished. Many people only realize the importance of health when they lose it, but by then, the damage often takes years to repair. To improve your life dramatically, you must treat your health as your greatest asset, not an afterthought. This means paying attention to your sleep, your diet, your exercise, and even your mental well-being. A tired body cannot produce fresh ideas, and a weak body cannot handle the stress that comes with big responsibilities. Taking care of your health is not about being perfect, it is about being consistent. Sleeping at the right time, eating meals that fuel your energy instead of draining it, and moving your body regularly are simple actions, yet they create massive differences in how you feel and perform each day. Success demands energy, and energy comes from how well you care for yourself. When you ignore your health, even small tasks feel heavy, but when you build good habits, even big challenges feel lighter. Mental health is equally important. Stress, anxiety, and constant worry can steal your focus and drain your motivation. Protecting your peace of mind means practicing gratitude, taking breaks, talking to supportive people, and learning how to handle pressure without letting it break you. A healthy mind is creative, alert, and resilient, while an unhealthy mind makes even good opportunities look like problems. Another truth is that health requires discipline, not quick fixes. You cannot expect 1 week of exercise or 1 month of dieting to change your life. It is the small, repeated actions that build lasting strength. Drinking water instead of soda, walking instead of sitting for hours, stretching instead of scrolling endlessly. These small shifts, when multiplied daily, create a powerful transformation. The greatest wealth you can ever earn is not money, but health. With health, you can chase opportunities, work harder, think sharper, and enjoy the rewards of success. Without it, even wealth becomes meaningless because you cannot fully experience it. Treat your body like a valuable partner in your journey, because when your body is strong, your mind becomes unstoppable. And when both work together, life opens possibilities you never imagined. Gratitude is one of the most powerful attitudes you can adopt if you want to dramatically improve your life. Too often people focus only on what they don't have, what is missing, or what went wrong. And this constant mindset of lack makes them blind to the blessings already around them. Complaining has never created a better life, but gratitude always opens the door to improvement. When you start appreciating even the small things, the food on your table, the roof over your head, the people who care for you, the opportunities to learn, you begin to see that life has already given you more than you thought. This shift in perspective does not just make you feel better. It changes how you act, how you think, and how you face challenges. Gratitude is not about ignoring difficulties. It is about balancing your vision. Every person has struggles, but the difference lies in whether they see only the struggle or also the hidden gifts that come with it. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to search for solutions instead of drowning in problems. You find strength to keep going because you remind yourself of what you already have instead of what you lack. This positive energy attracts more opportunities because people are naturally drawn to those who radiate appreciation rather than bitterness. Being grateful also creates resilience. When you are thankful, even setbacks become lessons and failures become stepping stones. Gratitude allows you to say, this experience hurt me, but it also taught me something valuable. That lesson becomes fuel for the next step forward. Without gratitude, the same failure might trap you in regret for years. Another hidden power of gratitude is that it strengthens relationships. People want to be around those who appreciate them. When you acknowledge and thank others, you build trust, loyalty, and deeper connections. Gratitude makes you less self-centered and more compassionate, reminding you that life is not just about what you get, but also about what you give. Practicing gratitude does not require anything complex. It can be as simple as writing down 3 things you are thankful for each day, pausing to reflect before a meal, or expressing appreciation to someone who helped you. The more often you do it, the more natural it becomes. Gratitude turns ordinary days into extraordinary ones and makes even simple moments feel rich with meaning. Adaptability is one of the most important skills you can develop if you want to see dramatic improvement in your life. The world around you is constantly shifting. Technology changes, markets evolve, people's needs transform, and unexpected events appear without warning. If you hold too tightly to the old way of doing things, you risk being left behind. Many people fail not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they refuse to change when the world demands it. Adaptability means being flexible enough to adjust your mindset, your methods, and even your goals when circumstances require it, without losing sight of your bigger vision. Being adaptable does not mean you abandon your values or your dreams. It means you are willing to find new paths to reach them. Think of it like water. Water never loses its essence, but it takes the shape of any container it enters. If there is an obstacle, water flows around it, over it, or through it, but it always finds a way forward. In the same way, adaptable people do not waste energy fighting against change. They use change as an opportunity to grow. Adaptability also builds resilience. Life will not always follow your plan, and setbacks are inevitable. The question is not whether challenges will come. They will. But whether you can adjust quickly and keep moving. When you are adaptable, failure does not feel like the end. It feels like feedback. You take the lesson, shift your approach, and try again with more wisdom. This mindset keeps you ahead while others are still stuck in regret or resistance. Another benefit of adaptability is that it opens new opportunities you may never have considered. When you are rigid, you see only one path, and if that path closes, you feel hopeless. But when you are adaptable, you recognize multiple possibilities. You become creative, resourceful, and more willing to explore. Employers, leaders, and communities value adaptable people because they bring solutions instead of complaints, flexibility instead of stubbornness. You can develop adaptability by practicing openness to change in small areas of your life. Try learning new skills, embrace different perspectives, and step out of your comfort zone regularly. The more you expose yourself to change, the less fearful it becomes. Adaptability ensures that no matter how unpredictable the world gets, you will always find a way to rise with it rather than fall behind it. Taking bold risks is often the dividing line between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one. Many people dream of achieving something greater, yet they hold back because of fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect guarantee, but none of these exist. The truth is that improvement comes when you step into uncertainty and dare to try. Playing it safe might keep you comfortable, but it will never take you far. If you want dramatic change, you must be willing to take steps that scare you, because fear is usually a sign that growth is waiting on the other side. Risks are not about being careless, they are about being courageous. A bold risk is when you calculate the possibilities, understand the consequences, and still choose to act, because the reward of growth is greater than the comfort of standing still. Every successful person has a story filled with risks. Leaving a stable job to start a business, speaking up when silence was easier, investing in an idea when others doubted. Without these risks, their lives would have remained average, and the world would never have seen their potential. Taking risks also teaches you more than success ever could. Even when a risk does not go as planned, you gain experience, resilience, and wisdom that prepare you for the next opportunity. Failure from a bold risk is far more valuable than regret from never trying. Regret lingers for a lifetime, but failure fades as soon as you learn from it. Bold risks also build confidence. Each time you step outside your comfort zone and survive, you realize you are stronger than you thought. That confidence fuels the courage to take even bigger risks in the future. Growth compounds when you keep pushing your boundaries. The more you risk, the more you expand, and the more opportunities appear that would have never existed if you stayed in the safe zone. Life will always reward courage, even if not immediately. The risks you take today may open doors months or even years later. If you want your life to dramatically improve, don't wait for certainty. Certainty never comes, but courage always creates possibilities. The question is not whether you should take risks, but whether you are willing to accept that comfort will never lead to greatness. Consistency is the silent force that turns small actions into massive results. Many people start strong, full of excitement and motivation, but they quickly lose energy when progress feels slow. They jump from one idea to another, never giving enough time for anything to grow. The truth is, success is not built on bursts of effort. It is built on steady, repeated actions over time. Consistency may not look glamorous, but it is the difference between temporary effort and permanent transformation. Just as water cuts through rock not by strength, but by persistence, consistency shapes your life in powerful ways. When you are consistent, you build habits, and habits shape character. Waking up early once makes no difference. But waking up early every day trains your mind and body to work at a higher level. Reading one page of a book is small, but reading every day for a year fills your mind with knowledge that can change your decisions. Exercising once doesn't transform your health, but regular movement builds strength and energy that last a lifetime. Consistency compounds, and this compounding effect is what creates dramatic improvement. Consistency is also what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Everyone has ideas, everyone makes plans, but only those who keep showing up every day turn those plans into reality. Talent without consistency fades, and intelligence without consistency remains untapped. Even when motivation disappears, consistency keeps you moving forward. It teaches you discipline, and discipline carries you through moments when your emotions tell you to quit. The challenge with consistency is that it often feels boring. Results do not show instantly, and the repetition can feel dull. But this is where most people give up, while the few who continue reap rewards later. If you want dramatic change, you must learn to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. Each small step matters, even if it doesn't look like progress in the moment. Consistency also builds trust, not just with yourself, but with others. When people see that you show up reliably, they respect you, they depend on you, and they give you more opportunities. Your own confidence grows too, because you know you can count on yourself. Success is rarely about one big breakthrough. It is about hundreds of small, consistent efforts that lead to breakthroughs over time. Dreaming bigger is the fuel that drives extraordinary lives. Many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they set their goals too small and become satisfied with reaching them. When you aim low, you limit your potential before you even begin, and the result is an ordinary life that could have been so much more. Bigger dreams stretch your imagination, challenge your comfort zone, and force you to grow into someone stronger than you are today. They give you a vision that excites you enough to wake up early, to keep moving even when obstacles appear, and to persist when others give up. When you dream bigger, you expand the possibilities of what you believe is achievable. A person who dreams of earning just enough to survive will only find ways to survive. But a person who dreams of creating abundance will discover opportunities to thrive. The size of your dream shapes the direction of your actions. Big dreams inspire bold action, while small dreams create small steps that rarely change anything. It is not arrogance to dream big. It is confidence in your potential and trust in the opportunities life offers to those who dare. Dreaming bigger also influences the people around you. Your vision can ignite belief in others, creating a ripple effect of inspiration. People are naturally drawn to those who see beyond the ordinary and who carry the courage to aim higher. When you dream big, you become a source of energy, and that energy attracts support, resources, and opportunities you never expected. Of course, big dreams come with big challenges. They require more effort, more patience, and more resilience. But the beauty of big dreams is that even if you fall short, you will still achieve far more than you ever would have by aiming small. Every step toward a big vision builds skills, experiences, and wisdom that shape you into a stronger person. Dreaming bigger does not mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to let current limitations decide your future. It is about asking yourself not, what can I do with what I have, but what can I become if I push further than I think possible? When you set higher goals, you demand more from yourself, and in the process, you discover abilities you never knew you had. My friends, life does not improve by accident. It improves by decisions. Every choice you make, every habit you build, and every thought you hold either pulls you forward or keeps you stuck. The 10 ways we have talked about are not complicated secrets. They are simple truths that anyone can apply. Protect your time. Take responsibility, keep learning, choose the right people, care for your health, practice gratitude, adapt to change, take bold risks, stay consistent, and dream bigger. If you commit to these principles, not just once, but every day, your life will begin to transform in ways you cannot imagine today. Improvement is not about waiting for the perfect chance. It is about creating the chance through your actions. The future belongs to those who dare to take control of their present. And the question is not whether you can improve your life, but whether you are willing to start now